Hello dear students. So we have completed our first chapter, that is some basic concept of chemistry, and from today onwards we are going to discuss a new chapter. Okay, a new chapter. Actually, I have not started the next chapter, that is second chapter from part first. Okay, I am starting a new topic, which out of which some of the basic ideas you know about the topic. What is the name of topic? The name of topic is classification. Classification of elements. And periodicity in properties. So this is our new topic. So you have studied this topic as a periodic table in the class 10. Okay, so this topic start with the same concepts what you have studied in the 10th standard. Okay, so classification of elements. So if you observe the periodic table which is presently we are using, okay, it contains 118 elements. Okay, but when the classification starts, why the classification starts, why this classification is required, why the tabular form is required, why we have to study this elements in the tabular form or in the grouped form. Okay, so if we start to study an individual element, each and every element separately, okay, it is more complex, it is very complex, and it requires lot of time. Okay, it requires lot of time. So first of all, the classification starts from the by the requirement, this requirement only, because the study of individual element is not possible, or it is very complex study. Okay, so studying chemistry of each and every element separately, it is complex, and that's why the idea came forward that we have to classify these elements. Okay, we have to segregate these elements into the groups. Okay, which the groups contains the identical elements. Or it is observed that after the study some of the chemistry of elements, the known methods or known properties of the element, it is observed that some of the elements having similar kind of properties, and that's why they are classified. Okay, they are grouped. Okay, so first scientist who is tried this, the name is Daubigny. Okay, so what Daubigny starts, or you have studied this as a triad. Daubigny's triad. What he suggests, what Daubigny says that if elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic weight, in the group of three element. The atomic weight of middle one is mean of other one. So देखो डोबेरियर में क्या बताया कि डोबेरियर ने उस टाइम नॉन एलिमेंट को के एक ग्रुप में क्लासिफाई करने की कोशिश की है, एक ग्रुप में सेपरेट करने की कोशिश की। ओके, तो उसके हिसाब से क्या है और वो जो ग्रुप बना रहा है वो कैसा ग्रुप बना रहा है। सो ही इज मेकिंग द ग्रुप ऑफ 3 एलिमेंट, ओके, ग्रुप ऑफ 3 एलिमेंट्स, and he is saying that, okay, what he is saying? He is saying that if we grouped the element into a group of 3 element, okay, और कैसे ग्रुप बना रहे हैं? तो इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ एटॉमिक वेट के हिसाब से बना रहे हैं, इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ एटॉमिक वेट के हिसाब से बना रहे हैं। ओके, और अगर हम ऐसे क्या करते हैं कि इनको अरेंज करते हैं कि इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ एटॉमिक वेट और 3 एलिमेंट का एक ग्रुप बनाते हो, ओके, तो क्या हो रहा है कि एटॉमिक वेट ऑफ मिडल, जो सेंटर का एलिमेंट है, उसका एटॉमिक वेट कैसे होता है कि जो रिमेनिंग 2 है, फर्स्ट और थर्ड एलिमेंट जो है, उनका जो मीन आएगा उतना ही होता है। ठीक है, तो इसके हिसाब से उसने अरेंजमेंट किए और उसने क्या बताया कि एक ग्रुप बनाया था उसमें लिथियम, सोडियम और पोटेशियम का, जिसमें लिथियम का एटॉमिक मास है 7, सोडियम 23 and potassium has a weight 39. Okay, now if you take the mean of this will be equal to the atomic mass of central element. Okay, the atomic mass or atomic weight of center. तो ये जो सेंटर का है सोडियम, इसका एटॉमिक वेट इन दोनों के मीन इतना ही है। ओके, और इसके वजह से उसने क्या किया है कि 3 ग्रुप में, ओके सॉरी, हर एक ग्रुप में 3 एलिमेंट का एक सेट बनाया है। उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? डोबेनियर ट्रायड बोलते हैं। लेकिन ये ट्रायड की जो कंसेप्ट है, ये डोबेनियर की जो कंसेप्ट है, ओके, वो डोबेनियर की कंसेप्ट कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं हुई या फिर आगे नहीं चली, क्योंकि जो डोबेनियर का ट्रायड का कंसेप्ट था, ओके, दिस कंसेप्ट, ओके, और दिस इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल, ओके, नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू all known elements at that time. Okay, so जिस टाइम को इस डोबेनियर ने ये बताया था, okay, उस टाइम नोन जितने एलिमेंट्स थे, okay, उस टाइम जितने नोन एलिमेंट्स थे उसको क्या नहीं हुआ, ये एप्लीकेबल नहीं हुआ। ओके, तो उसके जो ग्रुप्स है ज्यादातर 3 ग्रुप से वो बता रहा है, एक लिथियम, सोडियम और पोटेशियम का है, दूसरा एक है जो आयरन, कोबाल्ट और निकेल का बताया गया है। ओके, तो ऐसे कुछ ही ग्रुप्स है जो डोबेनियर ने बनाए थे, और डोबेनियर के टाइम के जो नोन एलिमेंट्स थे उन सभी को डोबेनियर क्या नहीं कर पाया, इस ट्रायड के फॉर्म में अरेंज नहीं कर पाया। लेकिन ये फर्स्ट सक्सेसफुल क्या था, ट्राई था, ओके, इसमें कुछ एलिमेंट्स उसने क्या किए, ग्रुप कर दिए। ओके, क्या किया, कुछ एलिमेंट का ग्रुप उसने बना दिया। तो दिस इज द फर्स्ट सक्सेसफुल ट्राई टू अरेंज द एलिमेंट्स इनटू द डिफरेंट ग्रुप, ओके, सो एज टू स्टडी द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ एलिमेंट टुगेदर। ओके, द second thing, okay, after the Dominion, the scientist who tried, okay, and succeeded for somewhat, okay, is Newland. Who is that? Newland. Newland's octaves law. So Newland tried, the next successful try is from Newland, and he gives a law, okay, which is called as Newland's octaves law, okay, and what he suggests in his law, okay, he states that if elements arranged in the increasing order of atomic weight, then every eighth element has similar properties like first one. So this is what Newland's octaves law. What he suggests in his law, in his statement, okay, he suggests that once again he started to classify the elements as per the base which has taken by Dominier, okay, which has taken by Dominier. So Dominier, what he did, he arranged the element in the increasing order of atomic weight, okay, the same concept, the same base of increasing order of atomic weight is carried forward by Newland, and he suggests that if we arrange the element in a row, okay, in a row, then every eighth element has similar properties like the first one, and what, okay, so if we arrange the elements the known elements at the time of Newland, he tried to arrange them, okay, and he arranged like this. Okay, so he observed that if the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic weight, so he started with lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. After fluorine, the element which is coming has similar kind of property as like this first one, lithium. So he arranged this sodium below the lithium, and then once again magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Okay, and he observed that potassium has similar kind of properties like lithium and sodium. Okay, and he arranged up to calcium. Okay, Okay, but how many elements he arranged? Only 16 elements he arranged successfully. Okay, successfully. But at the time of Newland, total known elements are 36. Total known elements are 36. So this Newland's octaves is failed to arrange elements after calcium. After calcium, Newland is not able to classify the known elements at that time. Okay, and that's why these are the limitation. Newland octave has a limitation up to calcium. Up to calcium, you can arrange in the increasing order of atomic weight, and you will find that the every 8 element has a similar properties like the first one. So this Newland octave is also dropped. Okay, the idea of Newland is also dropped, and after Newland, okay, the first successful try to arrange all known elements, okay, in the tabular form, okay, is done by Mendeleev. Okay, and in his study he given the Mendeleev's periodic law, and as per his law, what he suggests that the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic mass or atomic weight. Okay, so same idea of Daubeney and Newland is carried forward by Mendeleev. He is also suggesting, okay, to consider the atomic mass or atomic weight is a factor to classify the elements. And what he suggests in his law, the chemical and physical properties are a function of periodic function of atomic weight. So now the chemical and physical, what we can say, the chemical and physical properties are directly proportional to atomic weight. Okay, or they depends upon atomic weight, they depends upon atomic mass. Okay, and due to atomic mass, okay, we are saying a periodic function. Means after a certain period, after a certain interval, we are getting an element which has the same property, exactly same property, like other. So this is the first successful try, and that's why we are saying that Mendeleev is what? He is the father of periodic table. And depending upon what this Mendeleev is suggesting is depending upon the study of physical and chemical properties of elements. So many properties of elements are studied, okay, up to Mendeleev, and Mendeleev successfully arranged the known elements, all known elements in the tabular form. The Mendeleev's periodic table is given in the textbook. Okay, Mendeleev's periodic table is given in the textbook. So go through that periodic table. You will find that this is the first successful approach to arrange the elements, to arrange all known elements, okay, in the tabular form. So what are the characteristics? Okay, what are the characteristics and importance of this Mendeleev's periodic table? Okay, so Mendeleev's periodic law. Okay, Mendeleev's periodic law, which is also called as Mendeleev's Luther-Meyer periodic law. Why the name Luther-Meyer is come? Luther-Meyer, Mendeleev, and this Luther-Meyer is German scientist, German chemist. He is a German chemist, and he studied, what he studied? He studied melting point, boiling point, some of the physical properties of element studied Luther-Meyer. And Luther-Meyer suggests that, he suggests that, or he gives a graph. He plotted a graph of elements which is atomic volume versus atomic mass. Atomic volume versus atomic mass. And from that graph he says that, from the graph he says that the elements which are present on the tip. So the graph is like this. He plotted a graph, and he observed that the similar kind of property, the elements which has similar physical properties or the trait of their property is similar. How it is? So the elements which are present at the tip show the similar trend, similar periodicity. So after every interval of a certain interval, we are getting a peak, and at the peak there are elements which are alkaline metals. While alkaline earth metals, they are present at the at this descending point, while the elements they will become while the elements which having the low atomic volume, they become at the minimum point. So the graph is somewhat like this. So I am not writing each and every element on this graph. So from the graph, what he says that the properties, the properties of elements, they are periodic function of their atomic volumes, or atomic weights. Why? Because atomic volume is calculated by using atomic weight and atomic density. Atomic weight and atomic density, and that's why this suggests that Luther-Meyer suggests that the periodicity in the property is a function of atomic weight. The same kind of statement is made by Luther-Meyer, and that's why Mendeleev, after suggesting this periodic table, he came to know that Luther-Meyer also studied some properties, and he is suggesting the same thing what Mendeleev is suggesting, and that's why this Mendeleev's periodic law is also called as Mendeleev's Luther-Meyer Ruthermeier periodic law. Okay, so what are the characteristics? What are the importance of this Mendeleev's periodic table? Okay, so characteristics are the first one. It contains 9 groups. Okay, 9 groups, okay, which are arranged in vertical column. Okay, and named by Roman date or Roman numbers. Okay, so it contains total 9 groups. In the Mendeleev's periodic table, there are total 9 groups. They are arranged in the vertical columns. Okay, so they are arranged in the vertical columns like this. Okay, and they are termed as a group, and each group has given a name or a particular symbol by using Roman numbers. Okay, second thing is it contains 7 periods. 7 periods. Okay, arranged in horizontal rows. Okay, so this periodic table has total 7 horizontal rows. Okay, which is called as a period. And numbered as 1 to 7. 1 to 7. So these are characteristics. Okay, so he classified elements very properly. Okay, Mendeleev's periodic table is very proper. Okay, he used the vertical columns. Okay, and he termed these vertical columns as a group. Okay, so total there are 9 groups, and each group has given a number by using Roman numericals. Okay, Roman numericals. So first, second, third, okay, fourth, likewise, fifth, sixth, seventh, okay, eighth, like this. Okay, and he used the horizontal rows. Okay, he also used the horizontal rows, to which horizontal rows he called it as a period. Okay, he called it as a period, and he numbered these periods as 1 to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, like this. Okay, so these are characteristics of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, Mendeleev's periodic table. We will discuss the importance of the Mendeleev's period. Why this Mendeleev's periodic table is more acceptable than Newland and Gobineau. Okay, we will discuss the important points because of which Mendeleev is called as father of periodic table. Okay, then we will discuss some limitations, some drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, due to which the new periodic table is came. Okay, what is the reason behind that? Why we are using the new form of periodic table and we are not using the Mendeleev's periodic table? We will discuss in the next day. Thank you.